In the latest snapshots, we got some pretty cool new features for the scoreboard. So in this video, I'm going to cover them for you. Hello guys, what is up, this is Cowie and welcome back to the Vulture SMP Snapshot server. In today's video, I want to show you guys some of the new scoreboard features, or all of the new scoreboard features for 15W32, which is what we're rocking here, 15W32C. They've all come out over the last 3 snapshots, and the first one, well, it didn't actually come first, but the one that I'm covering first is the new tag. So what we can do here is scoreboard players tag, this is a new criteria here, at a add test. So what that'll do is that'll add a tag called test to every player on the server. So if we go ahead and do that, we get tag test added twice for each player, because there are 2 players on the server right now. And if we want to see those tags, as yet there's not too many ways to do that, but to view the tag, this is not actually the command, this is just a little thing that I did. We need to run this command in the chat. Or, well, I mean, you could do it in a command block, but then you'd have to look in the command block to see. But anyway, we go ahead and run that command, and it says, it has a list of every tag on every entity. So, the tag on my player is test, and the tag on this player over here is also test. And it's not just limited to that, we can also detect certain data tags. So what this one in here is doing, scoreboard players tag at a holdingDiaSword is the name of the new tag, but only do it if they're holding a diamond sword in their hand. So at the moment, you can see that that player up there, Cowbub, is holding a diamond sword in his hand, but I am most certainly not holding a diamond sword. So we go ahead and press this, and it will add the tag only for one player. We see it only happens once, and if we go ahead back into the chat, we'll run that command again. Where is it? There it is. We can now see that that player has the 2 tags, and I only have the 1. So we can deal with multiple tags, and we can also just focus on players with only certain data tags. Now what this is useful for is selectors. So there's a new selector property kind of thing, or I don't know what you'd actually call that. It has a name, but it's not coming to mind. Say at a tag equals test. So if the tag of the player is test, say it. So Cowbub and Cowie both have that tag, don't they? So they're both going to show up. They both have test. But we can also detect it with multiple tags. So say at a tag equals test and tag equals holding diamond sword or diasword, whatever, it just needs to be shorter, I think. That will only show players that have both those tags. And sure enough, only Cowbub has the 2 tags. And that works. And if we want to remove the tags, we do a similar process to how we add them. Scoreboard players tag at A, so that's just going to target all the players. Remove, and then the name. So we go ahead and press that. It will remove the test tag, and go ahead and we see that none of the players now have the test tag on their player. Okay, so that's about it for the tag stuff, but there are some new stats that we can track with the scoreboard. The first of those is the food stat, so we can add that objective using this command, that's just the name. It can change here, likewise with the other ones, but the objective stat is food. So if we go ahead and run that command, and we're going to have to actually go into survival mode, aren't we? We'll see that we're low on hunger right now, and as we eat something to refresh it, we'll see that we actually get our hunger value on the side. So on the side here, we see that we have 6, and sure enough, we have 3 haunches, which is 6, because each half of a drumstick counts as 1 food point. The next one is the air stat, and we can't really look in that command because I'm in survival mode, but we'll enable that one anyway. What that one does is this one tracks the amount of time the player has been in the water for. So, see my bubbles going down? They start at 300, and as it gets closer and closer to the end, it will get closer and closer to 0. So that's just a nice way for us to track how long a player has been submerged in the water. And of course, that is affected by the respiration enchantment and water breathing potions, as you would expect. It just slows down or stops completely in the case of the potion. The XP stat has also been added. We'll go ahead and enable that one. If we gather up some XP by killing something, you know, there we go. We pick up the XP, and 15 XP is what we have gained from that, and that will track any additional XP that the player may pick up. It does not, however, decrease when you lose XP. It will continue to count up, which is, I guess it's more so tracking the score. So if you were to kill yourself, the score that comes up on your death screen is really what that is tracking. But yeah, still pretty good, like nonetheless. Also, this sneak time stat is also a new one, and what this one does is it literally tracks how long you hold down your shift key for. So however long you've been sneaking around for is how long that will be. So for every tick, it goes up by 1. So every tick you are sneaking, it goes up. So that's really useful. You used to be able to track this using sneak distance, but you had to be moving. So if you stood still and hold shift, it didn't do anything. But now it just does it just by holding down shift. So guys, we got some cool new features to the scoreboard, and I hope you guys learned something from this video today. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. It all does help. See you guys next time.